We continue to follow the conflict in Russia and between Russia and Ukraine as Russia shows no signs of letting up on its brutal assault on Ukraine as Ukrainians escape the war-torn country in droves. Melanie Townsend joins us speaking with a military expert on this ongoing battle. Melanie, good morning.
Many developments today. Russia's campaign of terror marching on, targeting Ukraine's big cities and vital seaports. So we have retired Marine Corps intelligence officer Hal Kempfer once again here to discuss the fighting in Ukraine happening today. Thank you again so much for being here.
Melanie, thanks for having me on.
So let's talk about these reports of the Russian military now using thermobaric weapons, including vacuum bombs. So how do these work and how devastating can they be?
Melanie, they're extremely devastating. They're basically what they are is they're a fuel air explosive. There's two things that happen. One is there's a smaller explosion which puts out this vapor of a fuel throughout the air. And the thing is, in an urban area, that vapor gets into all sorts of little spaces, rooms. It can get underground where some of the civilians are hiding, and then it ignites. And there's a pressure overweight, but there's also a vacuum effect, which basically sucks all the oxygen out of there. It's a horrific weapon. In certain circumstances, although they keep saying it's a violation of the law of war or the Geneva Convention, it depends on how it's used. But if they're going to use it in urban areas against civilians, that's an obvious war crime.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Russian forces, they have taken over 2 Ukrainian seaports. They are in the city of Odessa right now, which is very unsettling for many people who are fighting and living in these areas. So what does an amphibious assault strategy look like here that Russia could potentially use?
Well, with the Russians, they have a pretty large fleet in the Black Sea. And so they're going to be doing a lot of siege-type tactics from the sea. In other words, a lot of naval gunfire, missile strikes. They've also control areas on the ground near there as well. So it's going to be a combined arms action. And then you'll see naval infantry, their version of Marines, coming in to hit the shore in various different types of landing craft. And they're going to try and hit where they won't come under direct assault if they can avoid it. I think they're going to have a fight on their hands in Odessa, although in Kherson, nearby, it appears that the Ukraine forces simply pulled out and let them in, which is an interesting strategy, and appears that they're trying to save their forces for follow-on strikes in other areas.
And let's talk about Ukraine's position here, because President Zelensky said today they have 9,000 or confirmed 9,000 soldiers, Russian soldiers, are dead right now. And so they've received a lot of firepower from several countries in the last few days, 2,000 anti-tank missiles from Norway and a couple of other things from the Dutch. But is this enough to keep Russian troops away from, of course, Kyiv is the main concern that we have right now?
It will be tough to keep all of Kyiv. It'll be tough to maintain Kyiv. The Russians have enough combat power coming into that area where they can certainly force their way into downtown. The challenge they have is occupying not just Kyiv, but the entire country. They simply don't have enough infantry. And if they have to go in there and clear those buildings, use that light infantry in there, I anticipate their casualties are going to go through the roof, because urban warfare is really tough, and it tends to be very dangerous.
Right.
And you're going to see more tanks and armored personnel carriers destroyed as well.
Hal Kempfer, as always, it's so great to talk to you and get your input on this. I would love to talk to you all morning about this situation, but we have to go. We appreciate you. Take care.
Thank you, Melanie.